So this is the Svartisen glacier that you can see behind me. Apparently it's northern Norway's largest glacier, and in places they said it's up to 600 metres thick. You can apparently get a boat trip over there and then go hiking, but we thought it sounded a bit like there was going to be thousands of people doing that, so we decided not to, and hopefully we'll see more glaciers that we can hike to as we go further north.
Call it off, let it go.
So this monument is in memory of the submarine, the Ured, which was sunk in 1943 by a German mine. And basically it was, they were told that this fjord was safe by British intelligence, which obviously it wasn't. And for 42 years they didn't know what had happened to the Ured at all. And they discovered, after 42 years, the hull of the submarine was lying on the bottom of the fjord here, 105 metres deep. And there were 42 men killed in that terrible tragedy as well. And the Ured was actually taking 6 people to go and sabotage the power plants, which were an important part of the German economy during the war as well. Very sad. And apparently this swordfish points to the direction that the mine was found. The submarine was found. A lot of the rest stops in Norway have architectural features. So we saw there were stepping stones into the sea, there were steps down to the sea. And this one has an interesting little bridge which leads to a beautiful beach at the end of the fjord. Absolutely stunning. So we are currently on the beach at Sandanoy, which is an island about 80 kilometres south of Bodo. We're parked just on the other side of the road. Absolutely amazing car park. It's got free showers, free toilets, free rubbish dumping, everything. And we can only assume that this beach must get really crowded in the middle of summer, but it is in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
It is. As Gill says, we're on an island, and it's just an amazing place. I know we keep saying everywhere is an amazing place in Norway, but this is. It's a large car park.
It is.
And there are, at the moment, 5 camper vans
I'd say
in there.
half a dozen vans in there, maybe.
But yeah, it's absolutely lovely. And it's not raining. It's a bit chillier than it has been, but we are...
It's 9 degrees at the moment.
We
but
are
that's
in the
okay.
Arctic Circle, so
are.
you know, it's kind of what to expect.
But we've still got shorts on though.
I've
got a gilet on, but actually
Yeah.
I've still got my shorts on. I don't feel cold.
No, and the sun, as of yesterday, will not set for a few months. I don't know how long exactly, but it won't
A couple
set
of months, I think it is, isn't
for
it? End of July.
for a couple of months, which is incredible. So around here, we should be able to see the midnight sun, which will be quite cool. And we have just said, why don't we get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and have a look at the midnight sun? We certainly won't stay up until that
Sounds
time.
like a great idea, not.
Yes. So we may well set an alarm and get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and come back down to the beach and see the midnight sun. So that's the plan at the moment. Whether it will last or not is another matter at 3 o'clock in the morning
We'll
when
have
the
to see,
alarm
won't
goes
we?
off.
Absolutely.
We'll think, nah. But yeah, lovely place.
It is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So we did say that there were showers and toilets here. We're not talking about one little toilet either. There are 4 ladies' showers, 4 ladies' loos, 2 ladies' showers. There's a changing room as well. There's 2 men's showers, aren't there, as well?
And it's a fantastic building.
It is, yeah. And everything's free in Norway.
I'm just totally sold on Norway.
I know. Roger keeps saying, this is amazing, which is fair enough because it is quite impressive, isn't it, really?
It is. In the middle of nowhere, and you find these loos and showers.
We love it.
Incredible.
We love it. That's all we can say. We love it.
as promised, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I've got up to see the midnight sun. Jill couldn't be bothered to get up and I'm not really surprised. Unfortunately, there is no sun. It's around somewhere, I'm sure, but it's so cloudy. The cloud is very, very low today that you can't actually see it. It'll be around, but as I say, the cloud is exceptionally low, as you might be able to see behind me, that it wasn't really worth getting up at all. But there you go. Maybe we'll see it some other time when we're a bit further north.
So we're still on Sandhoya Island and we loved it so much we decided to stay another night because we're taking the Lofoten ferry on Monday morning and it is just amazing. So we went off and got some supplies, came back, got very similar space to the one that was before. It's a few more people in there now, but not many. And you can see why we want to stay here because it is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. As Roger said yesterday, we keep saying that, but it really is. So this is called the Eagle House. This is apparently where eagles used to nest, just on this bit of rock here, sort of halfway up the mountain. And it used to be a tradition that people would catch eagles by tempting them with a bit of meat. They'd have a rope around where the meat was, and while the eagle was eating the meat, they would then tighten the rope, grab its feet and wring its neck. And apparently one man caught 16 eagles in a day like that. Sounds quite barbaric to me, but there you go. Oh, and it didn't finish until 1968, which is quite recent actually, and then eagles were protected by law. Amazing. So we just arrived on the Lofoten Islands and we decided to start off our little trip to Varøy by going up this hike here. We've come pretty steeply up from down the bottom there, but we just couldn't help but admire this view. It is quite stunning. I know we say everything's stunning, but it is. It's amazing. So we've climbed up to the top of a peak called Hamheia on Varøy on the Lofoten Islands, and the views are quite incredible. It's actually quite nice and sunny now we're up here. Started off at the beginning of the walk, it was raining, and now it's not too bad at all. But the views are stunning. I mean, there's people living on the little beaches down there, which is quite incredible. And yeah, that's the main town of Varøy down there as well. That's just amazing. So as we were driving off the ferry, we noticed all of this fish drying, and dried fish is a very big thing in Norway, but we've not actually seen any yet. And this is thousands upon thousands of fish that have been caught that are now drying in the sun with nets over them to stop the birds getting them, obviously. And there's also spare racks for more fish to come as well. But we were wondering why they have to be so high up. Presumably it's to stop rats and things getting them, I'm assuming. But absolutely amazing. So we are here at a campsite called Love Camping, which is in Stokmarknes in Vesterålen, which is one of the Lofoten Islands. And we haven't actually been in a campsite or paid for camping for 14 nights, but we did have quite a lot of washing to do. But we are really here because tomorrow I'm running in the Arctic Run, which is a marathon that goes all the way around the edge of this particular island in Vesterålen. And I've done all my training, I've done all my runs since I've been on holiday, so the only thing I can do is hope and pray that it goes well. I'm aiming to do it in about 5 hours, and fingers crossed the weather's going to be better tomorrow as well, so fingers crossed I'll make my 5-hour target. So it is Saturday the 8th of June, it's about 20 to 12 and I'm due to start running in 20 minutes, and I'm guaranteed to be the first Brit to finish because I'm the only Brit in the race, but hey ho, top elite athlete me, I'm representing Britain today. Something like that.
Når man lykkes med det, så skal man være fornøyd. Det er det det handler om. And from Great Britain,
on, Gill.
Whew, that was hard. So my aim was to do it in under 5 hours and I did it in 4:59 something. So I did it in under 5 hours, which was great. And Mum, you now owe us £100 for the lifeboats. So there you go. So we just walked over the bridge from the Arctic Run and I'm very glad I did it. I'm very glad I got in under 5 hours. It's a good job I don't have a microphone on me when I'm going round, I have to say, because I'm always talking to myself and swearing at myself and that kind of thing. And having strict words with myself, but actually it was a challenge. It was a real hard slog, but I would do another one because, you've got to challenge yourself, haven't you, really?